welcome Mr. Dennis Hickey, the man who knows it all about real estate matters. How are you doing, my friend? Great to have you.
I'm good, Vernon. Thanks for having me as usual.
Right, now we are hearing you. What's on your mind today, my brother?
Vernon, we've spoken about the scamming issue as it affects both the industry and the industry's
Lord
clients
have mercy,
before.
give me headache already, my friend.
But
Lord, be tired
but
of
but
them.
but I think it's something that we need to talk about again.
Yes, man.
Of course,
Yes, yes,
the
yes.
Realtors Association of Jamaica has been making the rounds, talking about scamming. They've met with the police and the REB
Yes.
to see how we can stem it.
Mm-hmm.
But most importantly, I think the education of our citizens is
Mm-hmm.
paramount, because if people know what to avoid, then clearly
Right.
you won't get yourself caught up in this scamming. I want to talk to you about just briefly the mode. We have two examples in my own company.
Mm-hmm.
We have a property listed for 60 odd million dollars. A scammer extracted the information from our promotion.
Wait, telling me, say.
So, yeah, man, and then promote it as a $21 million property.
My God.
They do this, and then we have another one listed for $35 million,
Yes.
and they did the same thing and offered to rent it for $35,000.
Oh,
What is common in this is that they try to prey on the vulnerable,
yes.
because
The
it's
elderly.
hardly likely the
Mm-hmm.
elderly, vulnerable, those people are
Mm-hmm.
desperate to find a place.
Right,
It's
right.
hardly likely that they're going to get a man to give them their money on a 60 odd million dollar property. You'd expect that those people are the ones who are thinking about the size of the expenditure and not taking
Mm-hmm.
risks.
Mm-hmm.
But when you put out a property for somebody to rent for $35,000, then tell them that they should pay you and transfer to you some money in order to view the property, then people who are desperate and people are getting caught will then send them their money and then they disappear. On the sales side, they
Mm-hmm.
try to find people who again are buying at the lower price levels and try to do the same. It may be easier to get through with a rental, but at the same time, I recently had a conversation with a scammer who told me that for me to view a property that was on the market for 40 or 50, I think $50 million,
Yes.
I would need to send them 25% of the money for them to agree, get me to view the property. A
Oh,
property
I,
that I may likely not buy.
oh, I
So,
see.
so these are some of the things that they're doing. And when they pull from your social media page,
Yes.
they put all the information about the property, pictures and
Mm-hmm.
everything, but they change the price and they
Yes.
change the telephone numbers. They're likely to keep your picture
I
up there,
see.
but the name is not. And sometimes they go to the REB website and they look for names that are active or inactive, whatever, but have been
Yes,
licensed by the
yes.
REB. Now, some of the things that we need to look for, and
Mm-hmm.
you out there listening need to look for the people. You need to check to make sure that the people you're dealing with are licensed. You can do that through the real estate board. There's a search option.
But why should I, when I
Look,
look like a cheap something, no one, no lawyer, no real estate, man? I have to cut a
but
little
if
corner.
somebody, yeah, but the point is that if somebody puts themselves out as being able to solve your problem, you need to
Yes.
know if you deal with legitimate people.
Okay.
Look at how they write. Their language sometimes give them away. The grammar. Honestly, the grammar is one red flag you need to look
Yes.
at. Um, the unrealistic promises.
Yeah.
Selling you a house with so many bedrooms in a good area for $21 million. Hardly likely. Too good to
It's,
be
if
true.
it's too good to be true, it is
It is
too
not
good
true.
to be true.
Mhm. Upfront fees. Realtors don't charge upfront fees for rental.
Oh,
In fact,
no,
as I have
repeat that
said,
for me. Hold on. Let me say,
uh,
me is
uh,
a here good here. What you
real
said?
estate agents do not charge upfront fee.
Real estate agents
Agents
do
do
not
not
charge.
charge upfront fees for any transaction.
All right.
If it's
Vernon,
a
knock that in
rent,
your head.
if
Yes.
it's a rental,
Mm-hmm.
the person, the vendor, the owner of the property pays the agent, not you. If it's a
Okay.
sale, you get your commission when the deal is closed and it's paid from the vendor's sale. Then you need to look out for lack of transparency,
Mm-hmm.
high pressure sales tactics, unprofessional online presence, unverifiable references,
Yes.
unrealistic property prices.
Yes.
And I go on. Fake listings exist. Properties advertised that don't exist are not for sale or rent by the person posting
Mm-hmm.
them. So they do that too. They again we spoke about not being licensed. The REB provides a portal for you to check.
Mm-hmm.
This thing about deposits and false approvals, those things don't
Mm-hmm.
exist. When we are
Okay.
pre-approving people,
Mm-hmm.
we take them through the lending institutions
Mm-hmm.
for that pre-qualification. We don't do pre-approvals because vendors need to see your offer. The agents need to present those offers, and in presenting the offers, we do the checks and balances, the background check. We're required by law to do the POCA, the know your customer. We need to know where you're getting your money from.
Mm-hmm.
We need to fill out and verify addresses and things like that. There
Oh.
are there are issues like title fraud where criminals may try to transfer property without owners' knowledge. So even owners need to be
Mm.
aware of these things and take steps to protect their assets.
And by
Protect
the way,
your
as you
title.
mentioned that, I must tell you, if you're coming on this program, don't underestimate it. You'll be surprised that many of the things that have been implemented, they come about because we have programs like this. For example, I now know that if you own your land, you can register
Mhm,
your email address. So if anything happens, you get an email. The banks are now doing the same thing. And
mhm.
I was telling people it is because of programs like this why you have that. Sometimes you wonder if what you're doing makes sense. Very quietly, things are changing.
Yeah, man, but there's got to be a lot of protection.
Yes,
And
yes.
I Vernon talking about that, and it's not scamming now. But you talk about land.
You sure you're not
Whenever you
scamming me?
whenever you see people putting up fences
Yes.
or buildings close to your land, it may suit you to check. Have your
Check
surveyor
it out.
sometime. Have your surveyor check to see if boundaries are crossing, because it may be too late when the property is up, and then you have to go through long court cases to reclaim your land because of encroachment.
I
Sometimes people are
see.
not doing it deliberately. They're doing it because they're not using the professionals that I have spoken to you about on this program. And so they are doing point and build, and they're building where they're not supposed to be building. They're building without the setbacks that are
Mm-hmm.
that are allowed by government. But let's get back to the scamming. Ladies and gentlemen, how to protect yourself. Verify the agent. Check if your agent is licensed and go to the reb.gov.jm. Never pay cash or wire money to strangers, and always use secure, traceable payment methods. When a property is being rented, the money comes to the legitimate agent. All of it, the monthly payment and the deposit,
Mm-hmm.
who passes on the portion through the brokerage to the owner. When a sale is taking place, no money passes until sale agreements are signed, and that happens through the lawyers. Lawyer for the vendor, lawyer for the purchaser.
And the
So
lawyers have to
anybody
put it
who's
into an escrow account. They can't put it into their personal
absolutely,
account.
so
They can't
anybody
go
is
to
coming to you to
Cayman.
tell, yeah, anybody is coming to you to tell you to wire money to them before
Mm.
you've even seen a property or before a sale agreement is signed, that is a fraud.
Yes. We'll have a few minutes
Dema-
left. I don't know if
yeah,
you can help
demand
with
proper
this.
documentation, ensure
Yes.
all sales related transactions go through registered attorneys, do your research, visit the properties in person, confirm ownership details before making any
Mm.
payments, trust your reputable real estate brokerages. work only with established professionals with a proven track record.
Mm.
And I repeat, if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. It probably is too good to be true. Scammers
And
rely scammers rely on urgency and emotional pressure.
emotional
Take your
pressure.
time, ask questions,
Mm.
and verify every detail before proceeding. If you need help, contact your trusted real estate professional. And this is where Hickey Grant Property Masters come in.
Mhm.
876-999-4439. Report suspicious activities immediately to the real
Hold
estate
on.
board
This
or
hear
to
that
law.
so good. I did hear that so good. So let me hear that number again.
When you're 876
Hmm.
999 4439, and when you're not sure,
Yes.
report suspicious activities immediately to the real estate board and to law enforcement.
Uh, and
Your
guess what does that
safety,
close off now?
yes.
Because I know yes, I was giving you trouble and say you scam me, but you only carrying up my mouth. Me know you, and everybody know you. You come on this program. So you
Yes.
didn't ever try to scam anybody. Dog, damn you
And
suffer.
and it in our business and in my
Yes,
shop, integrity is not a luxury.
I
It's an
know.
absolute necessity.
Anytime you slip up, you're gone.
Absolutely.
And remember that. I always learned from a child. What looks sweet. Only what looks too good to be true is sometimes too
It
good to be true.
is
But
sometimes too
sometimes
good to
somewhere
be
too
true.
sweet, it will sour you.
It's a sorry, absolutely, Vernon.
That is Hickey. Boy, you give us some solid advice. By the way, you talk about scamming today, mark my word. You'd have to talk about it next month again and 2 months after. Because guess what?
Absolutely.
Every day somebody's trying to scam somebody. And next
W-
time you come, I need you to tell me how come I have to go through so much regulations to sign this and sign that, and all have to have all testimonial, everything goes to who I am, where I come from, to take out a bank account. Yet somebody can take money. I can get somebody to transfer
That
money to that account, and they can't find out it's something not even right.
that's a big issue.
That's an issue. Think about that, my
Yes,
friend, and do some little research and see what you can find out and let me know. Dennis Hickey,
absolutely.
my friend, thank you very much. Have a
Thanks for
wonderful day.
having me. Have a wonderful weekend.
Okay, my friend.